Hi guys, so welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tammy, and today, I don't know, we'll be talking about social media. It's been a topic that I've been thinking of talking about for a while, but I just didn't know how to go about maneuvering it, I guess, especially because I love me and if you know me, I love going off topic. I'm kind of known for that. I'm a very good talking about other stuff. But today I'm going to be talking about how social media is becoming super toxic. It's really, really toxic. Really, really toxic. So, comparison is the thief of all joy, the thief of joy, fully. And I've taken I've taken several social media breaks just because I know the type of person I am. I know that I'm not exactly the strongest when it comes to these things. I know obviously some of the stuff you see online is not real, but I guess whatever way my brain and a lot of people's brains kind of digest it, even though a lot of it is not real and social media is a highlight reel of someone's life, not fully what they're going through. It still does affect you. If I'm even if I'm making sense. I've realized that Instagram has started taking a bit of a toll, not even on me, but just friends around me, where it's just I can tell that we're all kind of oh, we're not doing enough, da 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 da. And I feel it's not even a feel. I know because of the pandemic. We're in lockdown level 5 in Ireland, and everyone is stuck indoors, and you have nothing but time to be on your phone, so our screen times have shot all the way up, fully shot all the way up. So we're just taking in constant shit. Literally, we're just taking in so much shit daily, and I know it's kind of starting to get to us. It really is. So I thought it'd be really cute for me to do a little, I don't know, let's talk about all the bad stuff that social media is right now. Okay, so influencers are not exactly, they're not all good people. There's influencers who are they're not taking their role so seriously. That is a really big title, that is a title right there. That is a title and I have to have, influencer, where it's they're not fully being real. And I understand social media is the highlight reel of your life and everybody wants it to look great, but at the same time, I think there should be a responsibility on the person to fully, I don't know, be a little bit truthful with their followers, their fans, I guess. I don't know what people call them, whatever influencers call their followers. There should be a level of responsibility where it's okay, here, I'm not fully looking like this all the time. Life isn't perfect all the time. And I know I sound really bitter, but I'm not bitter. I'm just I miss old Instagram where people would take a picture and post it. You know what I mean? I love also that art part of it where it's someone took time to edit it. They put thought into how the image is going to look, how the video is going to look. Absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, there's a little bit too much, what would you say? There's a little bit too much emphasis on perfection, and life isn't perfect. It's not going to be good all the time, which then brings me into toxic positivity. I have went into the biggest spiral of all these pages of don't be sad, be glad. You know what I mean? And it really gets to you, because I feel when you are feeling low and you're trying to find something that is gonna up your, your mood, and you see oh, like you have all of this to be grateful for. And I have to say, I've also not fell prey, but I've also given this advice to other people before I realized it was toxic positivity. I will put the description of toxic positivity somewhere on the screen. But I think we also have to know that you have to realize that you're allowed to feel, like you're allowed to feel the emotion you're feeling without feeling like you're not allowed to feel the emotion you're feeling. Why did that sentence make sense? I hope it made sense. But it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like someone needs to regulate the internet right now, because it's going a little bit out of hand. Which then also leads into like toxic hustle culture, where it's like billionaires didn't get here by sleeping in, and it's a lot, because right now we're in a pandemic, and imagine seeing those videos on your feed day in, day out, and you feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough. What am I doing? I'm just laying here. But you have to also allow yourself to just not be so hard on yourself. You know what I mean? And also, I think we have to realize that not everyone is destined the same path, if that makes sense. Not everyone is meant to be a millionaire. Not everyone is meant to be an influencer. Like, having a day in, day out job is okay. Having just a normal life is okay. Like, don't be so hard. Don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like this is more like a video, I'd say, for me, just to look back on, just so in the future when I do kind of go back into like a weird wormhole of, I guess, comparison and that weird side of the internet, I have this video to come back onto. So let's talk about influencer culture. This influencer culture is really starting to make us a way more materialistic society than I'd say our ancestors were. I love that we're able to, access that part of life where you can see Kim Kardashian wearing something and you can find a dupe and buy it, or I don't know, see a Gucci flip-flop and find a dupe for it and buy it. But at the same time, I think it's really put way too much pressure on like this generation to not do better, but like stay with the standard of living, and it's just way too much. Like, let me give you an example. I've worn this in a video before. This is my favorite top. The whole time I was like, oh my god, will I take it off? Will I leave it on? Like, I can't re-wear things on the internet. Why was that my thought process? That whole mindset there, just, it really, that's kind of what I guess triggered me having this to talk about this topic, because I was like, oh my god, like, to think that I'm a grown woman, to think that I'm still thinking, oh wait, let me not wear this, I've worn this already for another video. This is my favorite top. I could wear this every day. I fully could wear this top every day. I love this top. And just to think that was my thought, it really kind of disturbed me, like, a lot. It disturbed me a lot. As I said, I've taken so many social media breaks, and I think I'm at like a stage where I can say proudly I'm starting to navigate and understand that what I intake and see on my screen affects my daily, day in, day out living, and also like my mindset as well. Sorry, I keep looking down. I have like little notes just so I don't go off into a tangent. Also, my next problem with social media is we're fully glorifying disorders. So I just recently got a TikTok. Follow my TikTok. I really don't even post that much, but it's down there somewhere. But yeah, we're glorifying disorders, and I feel like TikTok is like the definition of, I think we're gone past the level of starting a conversation. The conversation has started. Now it's like it's past that. It's not a cute look. It's just not cute. I mean, I love that we're, talking about, different disorders like anxiety, depression, and all this. But a lot of these videos are not helpful. They're more glamorizing the disorder than they are giving actual information that will help the person heal themselves, if that makes sense. Which is why I'm saying, like, I'm at a stage where I've realized that it's really, really important what you're consuming daily on your phone. Social media has also made me a lot more insecure, and I didn't realize how insecure I've gotten. I guess the human brain is not meant to, we're not meant to be able to have this much access to other people's lives. Like, you can Google Britney Spears and like fully see what she did that day, or Kim Kardashian. I feel like I keep referencing her, but like that's the only person I can think of right now. And like see what she's doing today, or I don't know, like somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, we just have or Mary down the road. Mary down the road, we know, okay, she had this for lunch today. She went to da-da-da-da. One, like, our circle as human beings it's not meant to be that large. Like, the internet has fully became a global village. And there's benefits to it, because it's great to know that, okay, this and this is happening in this country, and this and this is happening over here, and you can educate yourself in that way. But also it's really important that you make sure that you're not looking at what Mary's doing down the road, because she's probably having the best day ever and you are not having a really good day. That's gonna make you feel not great, you know what I mean? I'm happy for Mary. Mary is living her best life, but right now I'm not living my best life, so I'm gonna stay away from looking at Mary's stuff and trying to compare myself to what Mary is doing. So what I've started doing more, especially since my last social media detox, I'm trying to read a lot more. I started romanticizing my own life. So even when I'm putting on a candle, I'm just like, this is a movie right here. You know what I mean? I'm getting into the bath. I'm getting into the shower. I'm going for a walk. I'm really trying to stay a little bit more present, and also breaking down your screen time to half of what it is right now, or even just consciously like take breaks where maybe you'll have a day where you just don't even touch your phone, or you go on it for like 2 or 3 hours to check up on your friends or see what's happening in the world, but don't have it consume you. Don't let it be like your whole day, you know what I mean? I say that as if I'm not addicted to TikTok. I'm slowly like weaning off of TikTok because it's a problem. It's a problem. But the thing that's great about social media is obviously you can set the algorithm to suit you, and I've made sure that my TikTok is either I'm learning something from somebody, it's like informational basically, or like entertainment based, but just pure comedy. No, not like an underlying something to it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I've made sure that it's informational or like entertaining somehow, but I'm like a little bit more self-aware, and I think that's really, really helped me a lot. And I know it's like easier said than done, because I feel like everybody kind of has a social media addiction at this stage. There's no way we can't be near our phones. Like, this is like our reality, sadly. But you know, I feel like we're gonna have to find a way to healthily use our phones, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Like, social media's, it's kind of had a mind of its own. Like, it's just taken it's worked its own thing. It's doing its own situation. I'm gonna suggest you guys watch Social Dilemma. I feel like it's one of the best ways to describe what I'm trying to describe to you guys right now. But I'm doing a horrible job at it. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at like explaining myself. But Social Dilemma really explained social media well, and how to help kind of lessen your time, or even just be a little bit more self-aware of what you're consuming. Just be more self-aware. Fully be more self-aware. Also, with the whole social media thing, I know that turning off my notifications have really helped me like a lot. Basically, I've started making sure I'm becoming a lot more aware of what I take in. I'm reclaiming my life. I as I said, I go for walks, I read more, I just have a moment where I just do self-care and chill. Like, I just have a day to myself. I take myself out on a date, or I chill with, like, you know, my mom or something, and we're fully in the moment where we don't have our phones. We have to like actually conversate, because these phones are really taking over our lives. They're taking over our lives. And I feel like Facebook and Instagram and all of them, and Snapchat. Thank goodness I don't know why I stopped using Snapchat. Maybe it's a generational thing. I just stopped all of a sudden. So Snapchat has never really been the problem. My vice was Instagram, and right now TikTok, and I'm trying to like wean off it. Wow, I sound like a drug addict, like a real severe drug addict, lol. But guys, I hope I didn't go into too much of a tangent in that whole video. I really did try to make it a little bit more structured, especially because it's such a serious. It's a serious topic, but yeah. So guys, I hope you liked that. Suggest any other topics you'd like me to tap into. I feel like I only just touched the surface of the damage that like social media is really doing to this generation, this society, I guess. But yeah, guys, so I'm so bad at ending these videos. I don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna say, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, or don't. It's up to you. You do what you gotta do. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Ciao.